When choosing cover stars, especially for a digital publication like Preview, I think it's important that we move with the culture. The cover shoot for Melei was quite crazy for the team in a sense that we had to mount everything in less than 3 days. But everyone was set out to pull off the impossible because it was Melei, and she really captures the cultural zeitgeist of this internet-obsessed generation. She's funny, she's relevant, she's relatable, and fashion is supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to take everything too seriously. It's supposed to make you happy, it's supposed to be enjoyed and celebrated. So even the fashion direction, it was intentionally campy. There were pieces from Fiorici, Simone Rocha, and the oversized hats from Yana Kalau in collaboration with Hamo. The dress that made it to the cover was by a young designer, Shiriko Serinas, and it was actually from her graduation collection. Then we tied a white ribbon around her neck just to make it a little bit more exaggerated.
As what was mentioned, we only had a few days to mount this shoot. Lucky for us, we were working with suppliers who are also friends and super talented and super good vibes people. So we had Sinon at Mav for photographers, and as always with them, it's all about getting that perfect shot. And we were able to experience that during the shoot as Melei had a strict cut-off time because she just came from a long day of shoot and then she had a flight to catch, so we were just given a limited number of hours to shoot. We also had Jake Galvez on makeup and Jean Edrosalan on hair, and you can really see that they really made sure that Melei not only looked good, that she also felt good during the shoot preps. Aside from that, the shoot wouldn't have been complete without the production design of Paul Hatayna. Props to Paul kasi like what was mentioned, super iksi lang nung time to produce this shoot, but they were able to provide the things that were necessary, such as the panels and of course the chicken. So no animals were harmed during the production of this shoot. We also were treated to such a delicious meal by Pacific Bay Eats. It was such a good treat during the shoot while everyone was working hard. We had a really good dinner on the side, so that was a very nice touch. But ultimately, it was Melei who really kept the energy up and made sure that the shoot was as fun as it looked. So we're really glad that she said yes to us and that we were able to start the year with her.
The idea for the shoot is just doing mundane things in the most absurd ways. It's meant to show how Melei can make the simplest things fun and entertaining. So we still wanted to show her personality and make the shoot fun and light lang. So the first layout, it's her exercising, but then she's imagining that she's outdoor. That's why my leaves blowing, my newspaper. And then the second layout, it's instead of getting a regular manicure, she's literally dipping her nails sa paint bucket. And then the third layout, the knitting layout, we wanted to make it very comedic. We didn't really think about doing it the right way or showing na it's really knitting, ganon. We just really wanted it to be funny, very her pa rin. It's really her personality. And then for the cover layout, it's a dining setting. And then instead na normal tablescape, there's a live chicken, and then her bag is an egg from Simone Rocha. Very playful, even the elements. And the way Sinon at Mav framed and made her pose. Overall, the shoot was very playtime lang. We really had fun shooting with Melei, but we wanted it to still look preview. So it's just a balance of both preview and Melei.
So Melei was an absolute joy to work with on set. Fun fact, we actually started the shoot at around 7 p.m. already during dinner time because she had taping the whole day and she also had to catch a flight to Jensan at around midnight. So we did all the 4 layouts within the span of 6 hours, and even though she came from a whole day of taping and it was already around dinner time, she never complained at all, and she was super fun to have on set. She kept cracking jokes throughout the whole thing. I specifically remember when we were shooting the cover layout, the one with the yellow background and the chicken. She kept on joking about the chicken and everyone on set was just laughing. Even feel like the whole shoot was more than 5 hours because she was just so fun to work with. So for the fashion direction for the shoot, we wanted it to be fun and playful. to reflect Melai's colorful personality. We wanted to play with a lot of experimental silhouettes, very large proportions, and we also wanted to stick to a very colorful palette and primary colors. So with the fun fashion direction in mind, we decided to pull out from local designers like Shari Cosarinas, who she was wearing in the main cover layout, and we also featured Donna Lim and Diana Calao and Tamo. We also mixed the creations from local designers with luxury brands like Acne Studios, Jimmy Choo, Carolina Herrera, and Simone Rocha.
The fashion film that we did for Melai is very different from the other videos that we did in the past cover shoots. We wanted Melai to be her most authentic self. In real life, she's funny, she's entertaining, she's real, just like how fashion should be. Fashion doesn't always need to take itself too seriously. It should be enjoyed and it should make you feel like you could express yourself.
Whether or not Momshie Mels is born with her natural humor is only an open-ended question, honestly. I think when you see Melei on screen and you see her crazy antics and yung mga viral moments niya online, what you see is what you get. And I think we really got to appreciate that she's just a down-to-earth, humble lady from Jensen. And like I said in the cover story, you can take the girl out of Jensen, but you can never take Jensen out of the girl. And you really got to see that through the photos as well, because she was just having fun. And I think you see it in the photos that the outfits and the styling and even the set design, they really reflected her vibrant personality. They really reflected how she's just unabashedly herself and that she's not scared of being herself even with her decades worth of experience in the show business. Proof to how Melei is just a naturally witty person is our interview for the cover story. We had it during that awkward pocket of time between Christmas and New Year's. It was just a phone call and on her end it was kind of shaky kasi nasa Bukiran daw siya with her family. But even if, I was still laughing, I was still hollering kasi sobrang naka-slide off, right off her tongue lang yung mga jokes niya. Felt like I was just talking to a friend na nagkukwento about her life and everything. It felt very casual but also very genuine and like I really was getting to know her. And I'm very proud to say that, you know, back then in PBB when I was like 10 years old and I was watching the Inday Kenkay of Jensen doing the daily challenges sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya, I was really proud na she was the one I was shooting for and she remains to be a big winner today for me and for many Filipinos. I'm really proud and happy to be in this era of Filipino fashion, in this era of like social media where a Bisaya mother of two in her mid-30s is a preview cover girl. I'm really proud to say that she's on our cover and that someone like her, with her upbringing, her story, and her natural quirks and wit is someone represented on this platform. And, you know, she's truly a first honor when it comes to being herself, to upholding her authenticity. And the honor was all ours to really have her on our cover to kick off 2024.